This is my 1971 Wagoneer. Just wanted to do a quick walk around and show you some of the interesting things about the Wagoneer and about the 71 Wagoneer. So everything on this vehicle is original except for the hood. As far as body panels go, you can see there was an accident up here, and actually that front bumper's been replaced too. There's a crease there, and there was a big crease in the old hood. I still have the old hood, and it's not horrible. I could put that hood on here, but it just looks cooler with that orange hood off of that 76 Cherokee Chief parts truck. That's where that hood and that brush guard came from. And the brush guard is homemade. It actually has these cotter pins that'll slide out, and this will fold down flat. And he had a deer hunter license plate on the front of it, so I don't know if it folds flat so he could strap the deer on the front of it after he killed him or whatever. I don't know. It's from Virginia, so it's possible. Pretty neat though. And then you've got the cool Jeep logo. That's only I think 70 and 71, maybe 69. The only years that had that Jeep logo. It's actually missing the one on the other side. All the other logos it has, a 360, four-wheel drive, all that stuff. You can see some rust. I mean, it's definitely not a rust-free vehicle. It's got the cool old antenna with the spring in it for hitting branches and stuff like that, going off-road. Big mirrors on it. All my beer stickers. You know, some people go on different trails and stuff and have the stickers from the trails they've been on. I've got the different breweries I've been to, so. What can I say about the back? Okay, yeah, there's a cool little feature. If you, this license plate will fold out. And that's for if you have this tailgate down. Still see your license plate. So that's a pretty cool little trick. I guess I'll show you this while I have this open. I've got the cover off. This is normally on here like this, but had to this has the power window option, and in 71, they used a different power motor than they did in 72 and up. So I wasn't able to find the motor, but that 76 I got for parts. Basically this whole assembly and that motor right there, they're all out of that 76. So I just had to rewire it and change all the brackets and stuff like that, but it worked in there. And now if I need to get another motor, I can get one for a 72 and up, and they're only like $80. You can find them all day. So sometimes getting parts for the 71's a little difficult. So I got my extra gas can, jack. I got some four-wheeling stuff in here, even though I really don't do any four-wheeling anymore. There's inside here, there's a little electric winch and some ratchet straps and stuff like that. Little fire extinguisher right there. I got these toolboxes out of a van, an old van that we weren't using. I had to shorten this one up. It was like 48 inches long, and I shortened it up down there at the end, so I had to cut the door and cut the box itself, and then this one just mounted right on top there. So I've got like all my little hand tools and stuff in here. Wrenches and wire strippers and screwdrivers and all that good stuff. You never know when you're going to need it with this freaking thing. Alright. Close that back up. Nah, it just flips back down. That's a pretty cool little feature. Locking gas cap, always nice. This is the only door that brings the lights on. It's got these little sensors to bring it. Actually, it didn't even bring them on that time. But I've got LEDs. We've got one LED up there, and then I got these Chinese LEDs back here for extra lighting. They're actually supposed to go like, they were sold as fog lights, those little things. But I think I paid like $5 for them or something. And it shines a bunch of light back here at night for getting tools and stuff out of it. So there's supposed to be a latch on this side. See where that hole is? Right there. There's supposed to be a little stud sticking out of there that this is supposed to latch onto, but it rusted out, obviously. So I'll show you on the other side. Yeah, you don't want to sit in that seat when you go through like a mud puddle or something. That just splashes right up in there. So you just, you can see this latch right here. You just pull up on that. Oh, give me 1 second. I gotta use 2 hands. All right. So fold that down and fold that up, and now you've got extra space in there. And it actually, you know, if you take, I think where's that? Yeah, there's 2 bolts on there. You could take the seat out completely. I've actually seen early 70s Wagoneers for sale that they said they didn't come with the back seat. The back seat was an option. So I don't know if that's true or not, or if it's just that their back seat is missing. But and of course it's the 70s, so you got ashtrays everywhere. You got an ashtray there. You got 2 ashtrays up front. No ashtrays in the door, but everybody's got their own ashtray basically. What can I show you? So this thing was loaded. It had air conditioning, everything. You see the Jeep air conditioning. I think that's pretty cool. 71. And the fan motor actually still works on this. And what's interesting about it is that, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, it's a variable speed. See, it's like infinitely variable. It doesn't have like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's full speed right there. But then you can, I don't know, I think that's pretty interesting that it's variable speed like that. Radio, it's disconnected right now. It would turn on and light up, but it didn't work. But I wanted to leave it in there. It's cool looking, obviously. And this, you would think there'd be like a speaker behind here or something, but there's nothing behind that. I don't know if some of them did have a speaker, or if it's just, the speaker's actually up here. That's where the speaker was. So I don't know if that's just for looks, or, you know, so it makes me think that like there was a right-hand drive version of this, because I've seen them do it, because it's the same size as the little dash panel there. So like you could have a steering wheel over here too, but I don't know. I don't know if that's what it's about or not. Got the little hula girl up here, of course, and she's kind of turned into a zombie. She's got kind of gray. I think I'm gonna put some blood stains around her mouth, make her look like a zombie hula girl. You got the dice, extra sunglasses up there always. I'll go sit in the driver's seat. Let's show you what that looks like. And you can see here, there was a roof rack on this thing. That's what all these Bondo spots are from. All just sealing up the holes. I redid the roof on the inside. The headliner was all falling down. It was all rusty. So painted it black. Got the rust reformer on there. It's been like that for about a year. You can see it's chipping in one spot where I didn't get the insulation off. I just painted over the insulation and then that fell off. So I gotta fix that. But just cleaning it up so You eventually put a headliner back in there, or just leave it like that. I'll just leave it like that. I don't really care. So it does have, like I said, it's got the power window that works. There's the switch for it's right there. I don't know if that's the factory original switch or if somebody, you know, put a different switch in there. If anybody knows, you know, let me know in the comments if you know anything about these Jeeps that I don't know or didn't mention. All right, let's check this out. Oh yeah, and it moves a little quicker when the vehicle's running too. That's nice. Shut the key back off. So it's got the original cigarette lighter, which actually is pretty cool. It looks like another one of the buttons. It says lighter on it, and it works. I'm not gonna do it right now, but it does work. The wipers, I think you're supposed to be able to press in this button, and it automatically turns the wipers on the lowest speed, and maybe is supposed to shoot the sprayer, but I don't have that hooked up. So it's pretty, you can hit that one time and it puts it in low speed, or you can just spin it. You can feel it click in the low speed, and high speed it's just two speed wipers. Lights, just pull out like that. It does have this light to let you know if the brake's on when you start it. That's for the fog lights I added. These vents, they don't seem to do anything. They're supposed to be connected to cables that open up vents to the that are where air's brought in through the oh fuck, what's that thing? The cowl. Yeah. So I don't know, that doesn't work. The heater controls, I couldn't get them to work. I had to end up hot wiring it. So you can turn it on and leave it on when the vehicle's not even running. It's, like I said, just a hot wire coming straight from the battery to turn this blower on. And the air and the defrost are all vacuum controlled and they work. The temperature control to turn the heat up or down isn't connected. So I have to go manually to the box, the heater core box, and open and close that depending on the season. So, you know, like I said, it's all like minor stuff that I've been willing to live with. You can see where you change gears here. You can't really see what it says anymore. But it's reverse, neutral drive, second, first. So you can feel what gear it's in. And it does have a little tiny light in there that lights up green. You can see it at night, that shines through the letters. You can see what gear you can actually see it a little bit better at night. But and then you've got the serial number. So it says Jeep Corporation, Toledo, Ohio. So 71 was an interesting year because that's when they switched from being made by the Kaiser Jeep Corporation to AMC. And if you look at a 72 and up, this will say AMC Jeep Corporation. If you look at a 70 or older, that says Kaiser Jeep Corporation. Mine just says Jeep Corporation, which I think is pretty cool. And you can see the serial number ends in 1100. And 60, I looked this up, 60 means that it was one of the 360 models, because they made them with a Buick Dauntless 350 and the AMC 360, depending on what factory it came from. So this is a 360, and it's the 1100th one made in 71. So that's pretty cool that it's like an even number. I don't know. I've never had a car that ended, serial number in 2 zeros. Here's another sticker there. You can see it a little better probably. 1100, March 1971. All right. And of course you've got, I love these, the big wing windows to let in air. Wish cars still had those. What else can I show you? Oh, I'll show you how that. It's pretty neat. This light for the emergency brake. If you put it on and you start the car, see, it just lights up at first, but after a while you forget to take it off, it starts blinking. I don't know, I think that's pretty cool to take it off. I guess I can show you the engine. Let me shut it back off real quick. So I did a video where I put electronic ignition on this Wagoneer. One pretty cool thing, I think, because it's a four-wheel drive. Well, there's no hood release inside the Wagoneer, for one thing. You just push up on this bar right here, and it releases. But see, unlike most cars, it just has the one hood latch. This one has two. And I think it's because it's a four-wheel drive. It comes down on those two posts there and holds this hood in place really well. It doesn't, you know, bounce around or bang around or anything. So that's a pretty neat little option. I have this power steering pump, which I think a bearing is going out in it. When it's running, you can hear it squeaking. And I can kind of see this pulley. It's dented and stuff. It's wobbling around, but I really don't know if I can get a replacement for that. I've never seen another. Only on these early 360s do they have that power steering pump with that big reservoir on it. If anybody knows anything about those power steering pumps, or they have a vehicle with a power steering pump like that, let me know, because I think that's a real early power steering pump. The later ones have the it's like a GM power steering pump that I've seen on everything. So power brakes, drums all the way around. But I mean, for 71, you got power brakes, power steering, air conditioning. Well, had power window in the back. I mean, this thing was optioned out at one point. And you see the engine's all dirty and oily. I mean, this isn't a show car. I just keep this thing running. That's all I do. I just keep it running. Trying to think of what else I can tell you about. Locking hubs. Oh, I didn't show you how the four-wheel drive works. So the four-wheel drive in this is really simple. I think I gotta start it up. You have to be in drive, and it's actually easier if you are moving, but you just pull this down. There, I'm in four-wheel drive right there. That's four low, or four high. I mean, four low is up and away. It's actually a little bit harder to get into four low, and sometimes it gets stuck, so I'm not gonna fuck with it right now. And that's back in two-wheel right there. So that's all it takes. It won't, if it's in park, it won't go in. Oh yeah, it will. Well, I take it back. I don't think it's supposed to go in park, but it does. And the four-wheel drive, everything works. Locking hubs up front. Yeah, I don't know, pretty sweet. But I just wanted to do a quick video. Check out the Wagoneer. It's a sweet ride. It's my daily driver right now, so we'll see how long that lasts. What I do is I have the Valiant, the 68 Valiant, and I have the 71 Wagoneer, and I just bounce back and forth in between them. Whichever one's working is the one I drive.